Mark my words. The ban list is coming for this deck next. We are dominating Diamond 1 with Swordsoul. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Ashuna, we got Adhara and Ashuna. So what's very good about this is that you could make a Crystron Hulk play here. Now, you want to check if your opponent's a fool. If you go into Crystron Hulk here right away and they Ash Blossom you, not cool. If I pot a D, I could end up banishing the Despot 001 when I already have a pretty decent hand, and I would preferably want to try to Crystron Hulk or at least attempt another play before I pot a D. So I'm going to check for the Ash Blossom by activating Ashuna. What's going to happen? I'm going to banish. He's going to Ash Blossom. So if you would have went into Crystron Hulk, you'd have a dead Hulk on the field, no non-effect monster on the field, so you can't use your Adhara, can't use your Ashuna. So by Ashunaing to eat the Ash, we ate that Ash. Got him. Now you could go into a Crystron Hulk safely, and we're not locked in a worm. Very good. Now, see, it's the same play, but now I can't get Ash because he already Ashed. We are going to be activating Hulk, and he somehow got Max C also. What the hell? What the hell? Max to the C, so we're going to play right through that. We give no Fs. Summon Despot 001. I'm going all the way. Nothing's going to stop me from going all the freaking way. Token. I haven't even used up my normal summon yet. Let's go. Just going to draw 1 off that, 2 off the Despot 001. Nibiru. Can you believe this? We played around Ash. We got Max Seed. We got Nibiru'd. I still have my normal summon. I have Moyi. I have Protos. I have Desires. Can you believe how broken this deck is? It's nuts. We're going to keep on going. Adhara, add back, thanks to me having a non-effect monster. Pot a D. How lucky can we get? Draw 2. The Mad Lad Droll in Lockbirds me. I could not believe that he just turned off his own Max C. Max C is turned off. Thank you very much. Ecclesia get jumping. Oh, wait, your Max C tried to draw, but you can't draw. It goes both ways. Yeah, Droll and Lockbird negated. I think he's going to realize that after I used up my summon. I have Protos still. I got full plays. I got full combos. Goodbye. Back to Fortnite. Fool. All right, let's learn how to play the mirror match, how to play against other top tier fools. A lot of top tier different decks. I named myself Drytron for the lulz for some of these replays. Of course, I would never touch that deck, though. He's going to have an Omni Negate with the Baron to floor, and that's it. Well, he might have some hand traps, and I'm going to teach you how to play around and read in an impermanence. So that card is very likely an impermanence. We're going to test the Ash. Do you have Ash? Are you going to negate? Negate with the Baron to floor or Ash? Okay, we ate up a negate. Now, I'm suspecting that back row card is an impermanence, and we want to play around the impermanence. I'm going to make it so you cannot impermanence me. Now, we could Vashuda just return it. That could be a simple way to do the play. Ooh, DD Crow negates that play, so it looks like I don't have that play. Gone. Now, this is a very technical part right here. This is very important. When you summon the Adhara, their field's going to light up. You cannot fake your field lighting up. It lights up. You can't fake it. You can't force it. And TCG could be like, oh. No, you can't do that in Master Duel. They have to have something activatable. Now, what happens is, since I see something activatable, I'm thinking this Mad Lad might have an impermanence. I am going to Yazi. Right when I summon the Yazi, the back row's not activatable because there's nothing to impermanence. This is a normal monster. This is a normal monster. This cannot be targeted. You cannot target the Yazi with impermanence. Nope. Long Gun burn for 1200. Yazi pop itself. And goodbye, impermanence. That's how you play around the impermanence. Instead of making a Baron to floor, we make a Yazi. A Yazi being destroyed, we haven't even used up our normal summon yet, is now going to activate. Come forth and summon Taya. Taya banished from the graveyard. Come forth and summon a token. You're going to want to make a Baxia. Why Baxia? Baxia is not only good for removal, but if you have another card in the field that you are willing to destroy, or you have a spell or trap in your hand that you're willing to set then destroy, the Baxia could summon a monster from the graveyard. Well, if we look at this duel, what have we used so far out of the 3 main Sword Souls? We've used Taya. We used the Long Yun. We're missing Mo Yi. Where's Mo Yi at? Well, Baxia is going to help us summon the Mo Yi. Where are we getting Mo Yi from? Well, if you open up with Taya before Mo Yi, Taya could send Mo Yi, and then Baxia could summon Mo Yi. So you play around in permanence, and then you climb. The Long Yun helps summon Taya through the Yazi. Yazi helps summon Mo Yi through the Baxia. They all helped each other. They work together. So do try to prioritize Long Yun, Taya, Mo Yi if you can. Just think about your plays. Can I summon all three? Yes, we can. Come forth at Mo Yi after sending it with the Taya. Reveal the Protoss. I haven't even normal summoned yet, mate. Banish 3 for Protoss. Lethal. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. It's over. Let's go. I'm playing against Haru, who is a top tier player. Holy moly, this player is amazing. It is the Haru. But it's too bad he's playing against me, the best of the world. He's going to be sending with his Tri-Brigade plays. We're going to speed through it, so you could try to copy him a little bit. You could try to mimic him. He's very good. He's going to summon the Farigid summon from the hand. He's already committed to the normal summon. He's got the Bear Brum. You got to be careful of the Bear Brum, because if you activate the Bear Brum to search, you cannot summon your DPE. So that's what they're really trying to not do, to not trigger this effect before they summon the Anaconda, if that's what he wanted to do. So he's going to use the Bear Brum, searching for Revolt. So now you don't have to worry about some DPE type of play. And now he's got Revolt and the Dragon Lords. How are we going to play through non-targeting Banish and targeting Return back to our hand and potential hand traps? Well, let's see how we do it. Now, if you might be going, hey, what the heck, Dropless not on your deck list? I'm testing a lot of different stuff at Diamond 1. We are going to eat the Ash. Let's feel out the Ash. Let's see if he's got an Ash. He's got an Ash. Okay. Now we can make some other plays. That's fine. We are going to have to play through 2 disruptions now, plus the Ash. That's 3 disruptions. We're going to special summon Ashuna. You return an Ashuna right away. I wanted to... Generally, what you want to do is, if you have the Incredible Ecclesia and your 10 Yis, you want to try to make plays without normal summoning. And if they have 2 monsters on the field, then you 10 Yi before Ecclesia, because Ecclesia just requires them to have more monsters than you. I'm going to discard the Ashuna, summon the Swordsoul Long Yun. He does not like that idea, so he's going to Revolt. He's going to summon his monster on the field. He's going to make the Omen. This is non-targeting Banish. Omen activates to Banish. We're going to drop the lit on this. I am not going to let him banish because I got some big plays. We got the ways. We're going to be pushing lethal damage. Droplet, send the Mo Yi from the hands of the graveyard. Negate. Now what, mate? Now, I don't want to send anything else because we are going to be making plays of the Mo Yi. Alrighty. Now what? Ashuna, come forth and summon from the deck at Hara. Now, by making the Yazi, Yazi is untargetable, but it can pop itself and pop a card in the field. Let's go. Long Yun, get burning for 12. Yazi going to pop the Rugal. Rugal's going to summon a monster from the graveyard. So how are we going to lethal through all of this? We're going to do it. Yazi is going to help us, as you saw in the first replay, to help summon a Taya. Taya can help us summon Mo Yi, but I already have Mo Yi in the hand. We don't even need the help. We do need a monster in the hand to reveal. So a lot of the plays are very similar. If you kid Yazi, you generally probably want a Yazi to get a Taya from your deck. You generally want a Baxia to return multiple cards in the field. If you make a Baxia with the Taya, you get to return 2. And we have another card in the field, so we can pop to summon from the graveyard if we want to. Taya gets ended. And we got to push for lethal damage. And I'm going to use a card that you rarely see in Swordsoul games. Add Hara is going to add. It's in the name. Add Hara. Add. We're going to normal summon the Mo Yi, reveal the Long Yun. Now, I have to push 6,800 damage thanks to the Long Yun burning for 1,200. How are we going to do that? Grandmaster. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, let's search for Emergence and search Protoss. Can't do that because I already Emergence at the start of the game. Emergence has already been used, so Grandmaster can't just search Protoss. And we already Taya'd. We already Mo Yi'd. So I'm grabbing a Blackout, but not for what you think. I'm going to Baxia, pop, summon, Taya. I'm going to link them off to make Shaman. Shaman is going to turn off the ability to activate extra deck monsters, but if the extra deck monster's from the graveyard, it's not from the extra deck, and it can activate. Let's go, mate. Discard a card. I do not need Nibiru. Come on. Baxia's back. The same Baxia. Set the Blackout. Pop the Blackout. Come forth and summon from the graveyard. We got the Taya. Now, just like that, once I found out this play to just get the 6,800 damage, I rushed it. There were some other plays we could have done, but we want to go for that lethal, just like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Shaman lethal, multiple Boxia effect. Let's go. All right, you Diamond 1 fool. Emergence, grabbing Mo Yi, checking for my Ash. I don't got Ash. I never got Ash. You ain't eating my Ash today. Grandmaster, he's got the quick effect monster negate, so we have 1 disruption to play through. Drawing with the Mo Yi, grab the Long Yun, and he's going to make a Baron to floor. That's 2 disruptions to play through. Okay. And I think he just hard drew Fusion Destiny. Unfreaking believable. What a mad lad. Maybe drew it off of the Mo Yi. That would have been a very good card to Ash. And we got back row. So how the heck do we beat non-targeting destroy, target negates, and Omni negates? And how do we lethal? How do we deal lethal damage through this? Holy crap. Well, Imperm kind of helps there. Imperm, negate the DPE. DPE is going to chain, hop off. That's fine. So 1 out of 3 cards already dealt with. Super easy. Now, activate, do your thing. We're going to be checking for an Ash or a negate with the Baron. Didn't work? Okay, fine. I'm going to make plays without normal summoning, special summon the Ashuna. It's important that you have no effect monsters in order to summon your monsters. We're going to Vishuda. Vishuda come forth and summon. I'm going to Ashuna. Again, do you want to negate this or what? I'm trying, please, do something to negate. No negate. Okay, fine. I'm going to make my level 8 Synchro since you had no negates. Now we have Grandmaster, so if he tries to negate us, we can negate him. Vishuda. Vishuda could force the negates. Okay. And I am just going to be okay with that, mate. We're okay. Notice how I summoned Grandmaster and did not activate it to search. Because you could not activate it to negate the turn you search. So you search or you negate, we have it ready to negate. So using up the Baron to floor negate. Long Yun. And now the Grandmaster counters his other one. So Vishuda countered that, Imperm countered the DPE. Now Grandmaster will negate the other Grandmaster. Summon a token. Shokan into the Supreme Sovereign. Why didn't I make a Baron to floor? I'm locked into Worm-type monsters only. Reduce the whole field. Burn for 1,200. Now I'm going to use Adhara in the graveyard to banish to add, to trigger the Supreme, to non-target, banish a card in the field, and banish the DPE. Get rid of that DPE. Add back. Ashuna. Activate Supreme to banish. Chain to negate. I'm going to chain to negate you, mate. Negate. Chain link 3. Negate. And this is where it gets crazy. Nibiru! Holy moly. Tribute the entire freaking field. What are you doing? You mad lad. Nibiru hits the field. We're going to summon a token. Guess what? I haven't normal summoned yet. I still have Taya. I still got big plays. You're done. It's over. And guess what? Supreme is activating to banish. I just banished back row in perm. I can't even show you. I banished Impermanence. I banished the DPE, and I did not even commit to my normal summon. I could have made more plays with the Taya. Holy moly. Let's go. All right, Maxwell, do your play, mate. I'm going to max C you right away. And, of course, you got Fusion Destiny. They always do. At Diamond 1, they're guaranteed to have Fusion Destiny. Now it's our turn. Let's go. Vishuda, deal with the DPE. Now, because I was being a mad lad at Diamond 1, I'm testing so many different decks. I forgot that I'm only playing Max C at 1. I only have 1 Max C. All right? So I cross out Designate knowing that, and I just wanted to freak him out. I banish an Ash instead. So Ash is negated under the Max C challenge. That's fine. But the deck I'm telling you to play plays 3 Max C. All right? I swap my deck around a lot while play testing. Now we're under the Max C. We are under Max C, mate. Vishuda, return the DPE. We trade with the DPE. Great. We have Incredible Ecclesia. We have Adhara. We got plays. And I'm going to show you how to play around Nibiru. You want to make it so we cannot Nibiru. We're going to special summon the Ecclesia. We don't have to worry about the Ash Blossom because it's negated for the turn. So this is, I would say, even the better play to let them Max C and just negate Ash Blossom. because we are going to also play around Nibiru. We're going to banish. We haven't even normal summoned yet. We're going to summon Grand Master. Come forth, Grand Master. Get searching. Taya, send from the deck to the graveyard. Let's get sending. We're going to send a Long Yun. So what am I doing here? Why did I do that? By sending Long Yun and adding Emergence, the Emergence could make a Protos, and the Long Yun can get banished by Protos, then added back to the hand with our Adhara. Holy moly, that's nuts. Grab the Protos. Protos, banish the Long Yun. And now I'm going to use Protos to destroy lights. Before he draws any more, I calculated lethal damage. If I destroy my Grandmaster, he cannot special summon light monsters, neither can I, but I already calculated lethal. Pop it. Now, what can you do? You're under the Maxi challenge. He's drawing endlessly. He cannot Ash Blossom because we negated it with Crossout, and he can't Nibiru now. And we'll check his deck if he has Nibiru after this. Reveal Adhara, summon a token. Now that we have a token, we can activate the Adhara to add the Long Yun. Long Yun to the hand. Come forth, discard, Shokan. Now, how are we going to lethal? 8,000 damage. We're going to make a Baron Diflor. I haven't even used a Shuna yet. Nuts. Burn for 1,200. Come forth and summon Berserker. Well, this happens to be lethal. Lethal damage. And did he draw into Nibiru? The Baron Diflor would also negate another hand trap. So let's check that out. Maxwell, right? The name's Maxwell. Let's check out Maxwell's deck. Maxwell right here. Checking out Maxwell. He had Nibiru. Let's go. He had Nibiru in his deck, and we played around it. He potentially drew into it, maybe. We don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, it's the mirror match. This is also a video that could be called How to Beat Swordsoul while playing Swordsoul. Let's go. Let's feel him out with the Emergence. Okay. Felt him out. That's fine. Now, I don't want a Pot of D yet. I potentially want to leave myself open to a Crystron Hulk play. This could be controversial. Whether to Pot of D for more options, because I could draw into an Ecclesia here. I could draw into more Tenyis. Pot of D might be better to just shotgun right away, but I'm afraid to banish my Despot 001 when I might want to make a Crystron Hulk play. So, for example, if this gets Impermanence or Effect Veilered, I could potentially go into a Crystron Hulk. Not that that would be good right here anyway. I'm going to reveal my black guy. He's going to go for the negate. There you go. Instead of Impermanence or Veiler, now I could potentially go in for that play. I'm open to Hulking. Long Yun, discarding the blackout. Negate and destroy Long Yun. I mean, this looks so bad. How am I going to win? He's got blackout. He negated my Mo Yi. Well, his negates are gone. I could Crystron Hulk. Let's go. That's it. Negate and negate is gone. Full Crystron Hulk combo. But we get blacked out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now that my Despot 001 can't be banished by Pot of D, and I did a play worth using the blackout on, YOLO! Hey, Ecclesia! Welcome to the party! Taya, come forth. Banish from the graveyard. The blackout to get another token on the field. That's going to be great if we want to Baxia pop it, mate. Baxia, return that fool back into the extra. Taya is going to be sending, what are we sending from the deck to the graveyard? Sending in Ashuna. Ashuna can activate thanks to us having a token on the field. Summoning our Adhara. We're going to get Protoss in. We're going to add Hara, add back. What are we adding back? Adding a Taya. We already used up our normal summon, so that does not matter. We're going to Baxia, get popping the token. Summon the Mo Yi. Mo Yi and the Adhara is going to make, what the heck? What am I doing, mate? Shaman. Shaman is good for pushing damage. If I were to make a level 8 Synchro with the Baxia plus the Protoss, because I did not use the Long Yun effect, I didn't have Long Yun, then that's not 8,000 damage. But with the Shaman, Shaman could help push 8,000 damage. Discard to summon the Taya. Now we have 8,000 damage. With level 8 Synchro, we did not. Let's go, mate. Let's go. All right, Phantom Nut player. Let's get Phantom Knighted. All right, got the Punk engine. He punking around, very good. The Madame Spider's actually nuts. Being able to search for a negate, that's great. That's really good. Target effect monster negate. Now he has a negate in the hand that I'm going to have to play around. He going into the Rusty. Aren't we all happy that they're not playing Rongo anymore? Instead, they want a DPE, Scythe, Anaconda, Punk negate, send the Fusion, Destiny Mate. I got no hand traps. That's fine. All right, he's got DPE and a negate. He's got another negate. You what, mate? You what, mate? Let's go. So 2 negates and DPE, mate. Let's play right through it. Pot of D, and there's a better Phantom Knight field than this after this one. You'll see. Ecclesia, special summoning. So notice how I don't have any Tenyis, and we want to make plays without normal summoning, ideally. Try to make plays without normal summoning, and then try to go through all of your main Sword Souls. Your Long Yun, your Taya, your Mo Yi. Taya could help get your Mo Yi through Baxia and resummon it from the graveyard. Let's go. Taya could sometimes send Long Yun, which you saw in another replay. He's going to Fog Blade, negate. All right? And a quick little tip with the Ecclesia, which you're probably doing by accident, is don't use Ecclesia with priority to tribute. Summon it, see if they do something. They might get wild and Fog Blade your Ecclesia, then Ecclesia could just jump off the field. All right, Mo Yi, negated. I normal summoned an Ecclesia. Are you kidding me, mate? Are you kidding me? I'm going into Baxia. We going into the Baxia. Baxia is only going to be returning 1. And we're going to get freaking negated. Negated again. Not cool. That's okay. We have the Long Yun to discard the Taya. Woo, rip a new one emergence. That's pretty good. Pretty good rip. Kind of okay. Come to me, Protoss. We got Protoss, we got Long Yun, we got Taya. Now, we don't have a good way to summon the Taya because the Baxia is negated, unfortunately. Summon token in the fields. All right, get popping. Popping the token. How are we going to win through this? I don't even know. Call by the Grave in case this duel goes beyond this turn, which it definitely does not. Get that DPE out of here, mate. We have committed to the normal summon. We're going to Shokan. What? Long Yun and Baxia are making the Shaman. The Shaman is so good for pushing through for lethal. We're going to summon the Taya. Guess what? I haven't used Taya yet. Taya, banish. So once he realizes that, I still have Protoss, I have Taya effect, he's scooping mate. These Phantom Knight losers, they run. They run with their tail between their legs. They don't want to see the play. They're out. They do not care. This is the most nutty field this dude's about to do. This makes me want to play his deck. I want to play Phantom Knights after what this mad lad does. What he's about to do to me. But I beat him anyway. All right, we're going to Cherubuni, and we're going into the Rusty, get Rusty in. Take notes on his play. This is a very good turn 1. Holy moly. So he's got a Shade. Okay, Shade instead of a negate. Interesting. It looks like he's setting up for Rongo, but they took Rongo out, thankfully. Rongo's gone. No Rongo. Leviair. Let's get Leviair in, summon the Cloak onto the fields. We're going to Torn Scales, discard, send a Wings to the graveyard. That could special summon for the grave. Dagda. Holy crap, that's going to set the Artifact Scythe, and then the Scythe turns off my extra deck. That really sucks. He is going to Anaconda, but he's not done yet. He's still making more plays. The Shade's going to trigger the Dagda to set the Artifact Scythe, and he's going to make a 4-card Apollo USA. That is Quadra Negate. And we got a DPE, mate, plus the Scythe. Holy moly. And he's got the Fog Blade. This is such an insanely crazy field. Apollo's actually pretty good against Swordsoul. So 4 monster negates. I only have 2 in my hand right now. DPE Scythe and a Fog Blade negate. And spoiler, he has a Droplet also. How am I playing through Droplet, Fog Blade, DPE, Scythe, Quadra Apollo? Let's go. He's going to pop the Scythe, and you know, Call by the Grave. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You got to play Call by the Grave. You have to. These nasty fools. I don't think so. Negate. You doing that right away. Not cool. All right. Now, let's try to make some plays. It looks like we have a lot of plays without even using up our normal summon. Let's try with our good old Vishuddha. Negate. It's free negate. Drop down by 800 May. He's got 3 more negates on the Apollo. All right. Hard one's return. I'll try it again. We'll try again. Adhara. Negate. Fine. Fine. Ecclesia's 1500 attack. Okay? We need to get her below 1600. We're going to Emergence, search for Long Yun. We're gonna normal summon the Adhara and make a non-effect monster. I'm gonna send Vishuda to the graveyard before I activate the Vishuda, and just like that, that is going to be the final reduce before I whip out the Ecclesia. Negated Long Yun. That's fine. Special summon the Ecclesia. I'm going into battle. Now, what's great about this is the Fog Blade stops the attack, negates the Ecclesia, but Ecclesia main phase 2 can activate still. It could jump off the field. It won't be negated. We can make plays. So main phase 2, we're in. We're good. I have double attack. Monkatenyi. Droplet. Drop the lit. He reduces my Ecclesia. You know what happened? He realized that I was going to main phase 2 Ecclesia. And this is actually a non-effect monster, so he can't even droplet. So he just completely screwed this up. Holy moly, you can't target this with droplet. Can't do it, it's illegal. So his misplay actually turned off my Ecclesia. Vishuda, return the Mad Lad back, Adhara, add back, and he's scooping. We are going to then Shaman. Shaman could make plays going further. What a Mad Lad. Quadra, freaking negate, plus Droplet, Fog Blade, DPE Scythe. We winning. Let's go. Here is the deck list we've been clapping Diamond 1 with. I did want to focus on most of my replays going second because I feel like that is where the deck becomes more complex than just doing a turn 1 play. We had at least one turn 1 play within the replays where we played through Nibiru. So if you skip to the end to see this deck list, make sure you check that out. This is very similar to my 100% win rate to get Diamond 1, but I put in Vessel and I put in a third Maxi. It was for a Veiler and it was for an Impermanence. I love the ability to be able to negate with Crossout Designate, because if we want to negate the Nibiru, sometimes you just have to, it's correct to play around Nibiru, and if they don't have it, then you're ending on a field with Grandmaster and Blackout when you could have a full-blown nutty hand. And if you just had Crossout Designate, you don't have to fear the Nibiru. So I do think Nibiru for the Crossout Designate is really important, especially for this deck. If you can't shotgun out a Strategist Long Yun to make a Baron to floor to play around it, or make your Chow Fang under 5 summons to negate it, or if you cannot make the Protos to negate I should say, light monster, not water. But I did mention within the replays, if you caught it, if you know you're playing against Swordsoul, you can, instead of making Baron to floor, make the Supreme. We saw this in one of my tournaments. I was talking about it before the tournament. Maybe the player heard me, then did it. You make the Supreme Sovereign, and then you make the Protos, and then Protos will call water, destroying the Supreme. Supreme banish a card from the graveyard so it's protected. Then your opponent can't summon water tokens, which is Mo Yi tuner token, which is Taya tuner token, which is Long Yun tuner token. So many people acknowledge that the best way to counter this deck is the token collector, which counters the tokens. How about you just make it so they can't summon tokens at all by calling water with Protos? So what happened is I went into a duel where I did that completely blind because there's Swordsoul everywhere. Just blindly make the Supreme, call water, pop up Protos, and then all the Swordsoul players are going to be countering each other. And then my opponent, normal summoned Alubur. Yeah, didn't work out for me, but I tried. And that is the deck. Let me know if you're getting sick of Swordsoul. I was thinking maybe you want some more videos. I didn't show you any replays of in Diamond 1. I showed you getting Diamond 1. Now you get to see what it's like at Diamond 1. Let's go. Fools.